Self-governance is a commitment to our community. It's a commitment to our community that doesn't stop when classes are over, it doesn't stop when we go on breaks, and it doesn't stop when the person that we're having issues with is not in front of our face. It comes with both rights and privileges, but also responsibilities to each other to uphold the type of environment that we want to live in a way that facilitates education, dialogue, so that we can all grow and progress and become better people together. That's what self-governance is.
Well, hello again. My name is Gabe Schechter and I'm your student government president. I believe we've met now. Self-governance, oh, what a term. We might give examples to display its meaning, to come to the crux of its essence. Perhaps it's not meant to be fully discovered, but yet a bit of everything in the grounds of this earth, in the place, in the letters that spell it hold meaning, you might say.
Okay, so self-governance is the ability to take responsibility for your own actions and to watch out for the people around you in your community, and to also accept some measure of responsibility for the collective behavior. And the notion that Grinnell students particularly have a power from the bottom up and a power in collective action and responsibility for, I'll say our own, since I'm an alum, our own actions, and to think about the way that the student body can also affect the larger institution of Grinnell College.
Self-governance is eagerly accepting responsibility for one's own success, but at the same time also being cognizant of one's responsibility to everybody around you, whether it's on campus or off campus.
Self-governance is cleaning up your own messes. If you throw a party, it's your responsibility to go up and clean the next morning. If you go to a party, it means you go and help clean up the next day. It's looking out for yourself and for the people around you.
To be self-governed should mean to extort opportunities when they're present, but not go too far as to make worries out of them. You know, there are lots of rules that have bend and sway, but really respect for those around you, respect for the institution which has been provided to you. Really take a look around. You have the most incredible set of utilities and amenities that one college student could hope to find.
Self-governance to me is if you're out anywhere on campus and you see someone who needs help, or you see an opportunity to make sure everything's running smoothly, and you do that. Like if I'm at a party or outside and I see someone on the ground, I'm going to bring them somewhere where they can recover, maybe put them in the recovery position or something like that.
The biggest misconception about self-governance, I think, is that the self in self-governance is singular. It's plural. And it means that the students are responsible as a community, whether that's a floor community or as a student body, for creating a set of community standards that they are going to live by and that they are going to hold one another accountable to.
Self-governance to me means for you to be able to do whatever you please and others to be able to do whatever they please, but doing what you please while holding each other responsible for each other's actions. So if your neighbor's loud, they should be responsible to make sure it's not loud enough, it's like where it's bothering your sleep, all these study habits. It's like a good guiding stone into life.
It means taking care that you're healthy and that you're thinking about what you need to be thinking about to take care of you so that you can turn around and take care of those around you.
Preserve this. Make sure you own it, and by you own it, you take care of it. Your friends will need your help. This building will need your help, and you will be the ones, I truly say so, from our experience, to keep it up.
Okay, I guess for me, self-gov is owning up to your own actions. That means since you're such a tight-knit community, you live, you work, you play together, you're going to see that person, so you have to own up to when you do something wrong. You confront it, if something's bothering you, confront it. It makes you a lot more in touch with, a lot more vocal with your feelings and opinions. I think Harris Center, as you'll come to find out on the weekends, is a perfect example of self-gov.
Self-governance doesn't mean you get to do whatever you want. There's no place in the world where people just get to do whatever they want. But it does mean that you come together as a community where people are entrusted to act like the adults you are and make decisions for not just yourselves but for the collective self. And so in that sense, I think self-governance means we watch out for all of ourselves.
Good and bad things happen in our self-governed world, and when bad things do happen, you know, maybe don't just say, oh, self-gov died, you know, self-gov sucks. Like, think about what actually happened and who committed or omitted some action.
I think what self-governance boils down to is respect. Like, I mean, respect for yourself and for people around you and things around you, and just keeping that in mind in your day-to-day actions and interactions with everything.
To me, self-governance is the belief at Grinnell amongst the students, the faculty, the staff, hopefully everyone, that students have the right and responsibility to govern themselves. In terms of govern themselves, that means they govern their interactions with the people around them. They take responsibility for themselves and their colleagues in terms of behavior. They make decisions on policies and the norms. I think it ties in well to the individually mentored curriculum, where we say you take responsibility for your education, you think about what courses you should take, and similarly you should grow as a person by thinking about how your behavior affects those around you. So to me, that's self-governance.
To me, self-governance is a sort of partnership with the faculty and the administration here. I don't feel like, as students, any particular office or faculty member is always going after you and trying to almost get you in trouble. It's a place where you can be safe and get the right resources you need to live in a safe, supportive environment.
Self-governance, you know, I think it's easier to show it than it is to define it. But really take it to heart, because your floor, your community, the whole school will be like your family. And as your family, you should treat them with some incredible amount of sincerity, of respect, of a sense that you really belong to one another. Not to quote the Bible, but am I my brother's keeper? Yeah, you kind of are here. You kind of are, because without people looking out for you, what would this place be?